Hi everyone, in this video we're going to answer the question, should you do reliability centered maintenance or RCM, failure modes and effects analysis or FMEA, failure modes, effects and criticality analysis or FMECA, or condition-based maintenance or CBM. Now to answer that question, let's take a look at the reliability centered maintenance process. In a nutshell, RCM is a process that we can do to identify proactive maintenance tasks, their associated intervals, and any other actions we might need to take to get the functions that we need from our equipment. See, in step 1 of the RCM process, we write functions, and when we do that, we specifically identify what we need from our equipment, not what it was designed to do, but what we need, and we get specific. Now, when we do step 3 in the RCM process, that is identifying failure modes. A failure mode is what specifically causes a functional failure. So when we write failure modes, we identify what would cause us not to get the functions that we have identified. In other words, what would cause us not to get what we need from our equipment. In step 4, we write failure effects. Now, a failure effect is a little story of what would happen if we did nothing to predict or prevent the failure mode. Now, the key to failure effects is they need to be written in enough detail so that we can assess consequences. That's step 5. So in other words, we determine how each failure matters. Once we get that all done, then we can use steps 6 and 7 of the RCM process to figure out what we have to do in order to get what we need from our equipment. In other words, the functions that we have identified. Now, back to the original question. What should you do? RCM, FMEA, FMECA, or CBM? Well, look at this. When you do steps 1 through 4 in the RCM process, you actually create a FMEA, or a failure modes and effects analysis. And then when you put step 5 into it, when you assess consequences, steps 1 through 5 make up the FMECA, or the failure modes, effects and criticality analysis. And then when we move on to step number 6, when we consider proactive maintenance and intervals, we take a look at condition-based maintenance and we ask ourselves, could CBM be a way for us to manage the failure mode that we're currently analyzing? So you see, when you do reliability-centered maintenance, you do all of these things. You do FMEA, FMECA, and CBM. So you don't have to decide. When you do RCM, you do them all. I'm Nancy Regan. Thank you for watching.